Yeah, sure.
If how can you achieve happiness if the people around you are suffering?
Well, that your happiness is not going to be a happiness that is found by escaping and ignoring their suffering. It's going to come, of course, in actually forgetting yourself in working for them. I don't mean forget yourself like being a slave, of course, because a slave actually cooperates with the oppressor in creating more suffering for both of you, you and the oppressor. So it's not that kind of forgetfulness. But being as it's the root of our suffering as this tremendous tightness we have about ourselves, this tremendous grasping at the notion of self, as being as that is the cause of suffering, the more we pay attention to others and look to their interests, the more that tightness starts to slacken, starts to loosen. So although the encounter with others, especially when they're suffering or in difficulty, is challenging, is stretching, it's stretching that tightness and relaxing it. So in fact we will find true joy in that. We need some courage, of course, initially to be able to do that. And that's why being a practice, cultivating your heart, having some time for practice, cultivating kind of stillness and openness in your heart, and then going back to work with the people, then come back to practice, then going to work with people. That's how it should work. So one needs to care for oneself. Actually, I hate that phrase. It's so narcissistic, isn't it? But you need to care for your heart when you're working for others. But truly the source of happiness is in working for others. Because as I say, it's the best dissolver of your suffering, causes of your suffering, which is none other than self-centeredness.
Even if you can't relieve their suffering?
You see, we learn to bear suffering. What is it that says we can't bear suffering? Who's that? Who are we concerned with there? To be brutally honest, we're concerned with us when we say that. So it's not really, that's not a mark of compassion, that's a mark of self-protectiveness. Now, for instance, when we talk about the meditation on compassion in Buddhism, we almost always preface it with the necessity for meditating love first, because love is concerned with the happiness of others. You concentrate on them and bringing happiness to them. Why? Why not straight to compassion? Because for most people, the encounter with the bare facts of suffering, unless they've got a kind of positivity in themselves, a kind of sense of happiness already, it can be quite difficult. It can even make them kind of recoil and even become aggressive to the people who are suffering because they can't bear it. So that's why I said we need to take care of our heart and approach this gently. But finally, there is no other cause of real happiness than working for others. But like I say, we have to approach that we have to be thoughtful about this, which again shows we need always wisdom as well as the positive virtues. We need a measure of wisdom.